Oh, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Hope that you're having a beautiful day, a wonderful winter's eve, morning, noon, whatever it may be for when you find this video. Thank you for being here because today we are going to begin our embarkment, our journey, our listen of Kate Bush, 50 Words for Snow. We last listened to her first album, and now we're coming to her last album with 50 Words for Snow. Of course, just very appropriate for the season. So many of you guys had recommended listening to this album, especially now because of the time it is. But yeah, I mean, it's never really a bad time to listen to Kate Bush. Now, I do know, because we listened to Misty last year around this time, so I'm not going to be listening to that track this year. I've already heard it. We're going to work our way through the rest of them. I do know that this album is a little bit apparently controversial. Not everybody likes what Kate Bush is doing in this album, and I guess the more minimalistic approach, but I think it's really interesting to hear her in a different form, in a different style, especially basing what I think of it off of Misty, which I thought was a really nice, subtle kind of track. I thought that was really nicely built up in the story, delightfully unusual, but what else would you expect from the maestra, Miss Bush? So today we're going to start off with the first track, which is going to be, hold on, I actually got to pull it up, Snowflake. We're going to start off with the track Snowflake, and then one by one, little by little, we'll work our way through the album. So I hope that you guys are going to enjoy it. I hope you guys are looking forward to it, of course. But even before we get into the video, you're allowed to press the like button because it's Kate Bush. You're allowed to subscribe. You can do all that stuff. But let's go ahead and start off with the first track, Snowflake, 50 Words for Snow, which I didn't even tell you the release date. That's going to be 2011. Let's do it, guys.
I was born in a cloud. Now I am falling. I want you to catch me. Look up and you'll see me. You know you can hear me. The world is so loud. Keep falling. I'll find you. We're over a forest. There's millions of snowflakes. We're dancing. The world is so loud. Keep falling. I'll find you. I am eyes and dust. I am sky to snowdrifts. My broken heart, my fabulous dances, my fleeting song, fleeting. The world is so loud, keep falling, I'll find you. My broken heart, my fabulous dance, my fleeting song, my twist and shout. I am eyes and dust and light and sky and
That's high.
I can hear people. I think you are near me now.
The world is so loud, keep falling, I'll find you.
We're over a forest. It's midnight at Christmas.
The world is so loud, keep falling, I'll find you.
This is so cool.
I think I can see you. There's your long white neck.
The world is so loud, keep falling, I'll find you.
Now I am falling. Look up and you'll see me.
Strings in the back.
The world is so loud, keep falling, I'll find you. find you.
Be ready to catch me.
The world is so loud. Keep falling. I'll find you.
Allow me to be honest with you guys. allow me the honor to be honest with you guys. I'm going to say a few things, okay? I'm going to say a few things. And I think a few of you are going to laugh at me. I think. Maybe. Before I say a few things, I want to know, for the longtime Kate Bush fans who had been following her releases album after album, when you first heard this album, what did you think? When you first heard it, first time, then how did you feel about it perhaps in the subsequent listens? I just want to hear your opinions and your thoughts before I explain mine. Because like I said, I think you're going to laugh at me a little bit. So, I've noticed that as I've gotten a little bit older, I've become much more emotional than I used to be. I'm a very emotional person, but it's kind of like inside. It's not too much outside, it's just kind of inside. I can't exactly tell you what it is about this track, but it makes me want to cry. And I think you guys are going to laugh at me. There's something about this that it tugs me very deeply. I don't know what it is. I have a feeling on what it is. And I think you guys, some of you are going to laugh at me, but this is brilliant to me. I think it is so cool, once again, kind of what I mentioned in the beginning of this video, to hear Kate Bush in a completely different setting. Instead of the art rock, art pop of which she just took the crown and became queen of. She took the reign of that. She mastered it. This is a quieter, poetic, more subtle Bush that we're being presented here. And I think that upon a first listen, if you're following her releases, or really just in any way, if you've heard her before and you're familiar with her music, I think that this album, so far, I've listened to 2 songs now, can be a bit of a shock. Perhaps in a way, it can be a bit of a letdown, because maybe you're expecting something like up here. And this album is not up here. So far, this album right now is down here. Very down here. Very down here. And that can leave some people disappointed in that kind of tonal change. I can see that. I can definitely see that. But can I tell you, this is refreshing to me. She's mastered already, like I said, those big dramas and those kind of songs, those theatrical songs. She's already mastered that. And to hear her coming down into what this is, to me, is amazing. Because I think she nails this. When I was listening to this, it's really 9 minutes of a recorded piano motif, repeated lines, similar singing the whole way through. There's not really much change in it, but I really enjoyed what was there already. So I did not mind sitting in the 9 minutes. Plus, you do have a lot of little things that are invited into the track along with Kate Bush and her son, by the way, who's singing on this track as well, which I thought was interesting. And actually gives this whole track a huge impact as well, which we'll go into. Excuse me. I'm going to forget to cut that out. So you hear the drums, which I like those subtle boom, 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 boom. Like that, just that little drum, right? which you hear constantly. But then there's, what, two moments in the track at certain key moments lyrically and thematically where the drums just kind of like crash just for a moment, and then it doesn't build upon that at all. It's just a quick thrill and it's gone. Happens one more time, I believe, and then it's done, which is like this brief moment of chaos and panic, which kind of lends itself into the meaning of the track here. You had I want to say you heard a little bit of guitar, just like briefly on the side. It sounded like there was a bit of synth at one point, just once again, extremely subtle. But really, this track is going to be between Kate, her son Albert, Albert, and the piano. Those are really what makes this track, and all the heart inside of it. Let's dive into the lyrics, okay? Because this is thoroughly important. So, this is singing between Kate's son, Albert, and Kate herself. Which I didn't notice that at first. I saw the names and I was like, that's not Kate. I wasn't really paying attention in that regard. But the lyrics, first from Albert, her son, because this is important. I was born in a cloud, now I'm falling. I want you to catch me. Look up and you'll see me. You know you can hear me. Kate reassures and constantly repeats the chorus. The world is so loud. Keep falling. I'll find you. Kate's lines don't change, okay? She keeps on repeating in between every line from Albert. The world is so loud. Keep falling. I'll find you. Keep that in mind. Back to Albert. I'm going to keep on reading his verses, okay? We're over a forest. There's millions of snowflakes. We're dancing. I am ice and dust. I am sky. I can see horses wading through snowdrifts. My broken hearts. My fabulous dances. My fleeting song fleeting. I can hear people. I think you are near me now. We're over a forest. It's midnight at Christmas. I think I can see you. There's your long white neck. Now I'm falling. Look up and you'll see me. In a moment or two, I'll be with you. Be ready to catch me. Those lines hit a million times harder because it is her son singing it to her. It's not just Kate singing it on her own. It's not Kate singing with some other rando. It's her son singing these lines to her. And what is her constant reassurance as a mother? The world is so loud. Keep falling. I'll find you. Yes, in a physical sense, the song is describing a snowflake. The life of a snowflake. Really cool. I had an idea a long time ago, like years and years ago, of writing a song, and I think I wrote a poem on the life of a raindrop, like the life of the raindrop as it forms, as it's coming down, and then it's quick and sudden end in a splash. Snowflake is also a really cool idea. Beautiful, unique, falling beautifully, and then the idea, there's so much depth in this to me. Think about it the literal way. Yes, people catch snowflakes. I've never caught a snowflake because I've never been in like a snowstorm or anything like that, like where it's actually snowing. I just saw snow for the first time in my life, like just a few years ago, which is amazing. It's really light. It's really nice. So yeah, you have that physical manifestation of like children and people playing in the streets and catching snowflakes. Yeah, you have that. So you have that idea, but think deeper with her son, her now being a mother. And I don't know much, to be honest, about Kate Bush's personal life. So I don't know how old Albert was or how long, I don't know that stuff. It doesn't matter for what I'm talking about. It's her son. And it's almost like perhaps the idea of when he was born, when he was about to be born, her saying the world is loud, preparing a warning. The world is loud. You're about to enter this world and it's loud. There's a lot of things going on. Keep falling. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep moving forward. Keep staying trek and true in your journey and in your steps. Keep moving forward throughout all of that noise. I'll find you. At the end of the day, at the end of the journey, at the end of the road, I will be there for you, no matter what. How beautifully reassuring is that to hear that? And maybe because we all have mothers, so maybe that's part of why it connects. But just to read so simply how she describes that is so beautiful. And then, of course, his singing as well, as he describes the sights that he sees, the life of the snowflake. He sees people, he sees, the forest and horses going over the rivers. And then you can imagine him, of course, falling, just hoping that mom's there to catch him. I think that is incredible. beyond incredible. I have no words for that because I think that that is amazing. I know some people don't like this album, and I can't say for sure at this moment because I've only heard 2 songs. This being the opening, but I have absolutely no issues with this. This is incredibly beautiful. I think this is so cool to hear her doing stuff like this. I'm just looking through the Wikipedia article for this album to see if there's anything interesting that would be of note to mention. It says, on the first track, Snowflake, in a song written specifically to use his still high choir boy voice, Bush's son Albert sings the role of a falling snowflake, blah, blah, blah. We've already read that. Okay, we don't need to read the rest because that's the rest of the album. But yeah, I mean, I think that's beautiful. I'm excited to listen to the rest of this album. Hope that you guys are as well, because we will be doing that for the next few days here. We'll have some regularly scheduled stuff, so, you know, there's other stuff to look forward to as well, if this isn't your cup of tea or cup of cake. But regardless, I think that this is incredibly beautiful, very, very moving, and I hope that you guys enjoyed listening to it alongside of me. So that's it for the video. But before you go, don't forget to leave a comment. Don't forget to comment like I asked for you to do. Please like the video if you don't mind. Just before you head on out, you can subscribe if you're interested. You can follow me on Twitter. You can support my channel, what I do, all the videos I come out with. You can do that on Patreon if you'd like. But for now, please enjoy the rest of your day. I really appreciate you guys being here. I really, really appreciate your thoughts and your comments. I don't always respond to every single comment. I try to choose certain days and times throughout the week to kind of get in there and talk to you guys. But I am always reading the comments as well. So I appreciate you guys. Hope you enjoyed the music. Come back tomorrow, and I'll see you all then. Bye.